All right, so welcome to Cycle 5 of Project OR. You're a good-looking crew of designers, up and coming, hopefully someday contributing amazing design prowess to the outdoor industry. We're here at Outdoor Retailer Summer Market, and Project OR is our design competition that goes from concept to prototype in 48 hours.
My name is Virginia Gibbons. I'm from Washington State University, and my major is apparel, merchandising design, and textiles.
My name is Christina Hill. I go to the University of Alabama, and I am majoring in apparel design.
My name is Teresa Hernandez. I'm from California State in Northridge. My degree is apparel design. Well, it's family and consumer sciences, apparel design and merchandising.
Shannon Smith, University of Minnesota, apparel design.
My name is Caitlin Doherty. I'm from Philadelphia University, and I'm majoring in fashion design.
My name is Amy Bittner. I currently attend the Fashion Institute of Technology, and I'm majoring in apparel design with a specialization in intimate apparel.
My name is Kara Schwartz, and I'm a designer, and I'm here at Project OR Cycle 5 to partly MC the whole contest, but also to kind of help the students along and to play a role as like a mentor and really set them up for success and help them to create the best garments that they can. We started off the day walking around the entire event with the 6 design students, and we gave them a grand tour of a lot of what's going on in the industry.
Well, I think for us it's about enhancing the quality of people's lives, first and foremost. So the quality of their life in the outdoors and their quality of the life for their activities.
All right, well, we are here with Janny from Hyperbola. Hi. And Hyperbola is one of the sponsors for Project OR. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your company and the fabrics that you guys make?
What we do with our customers is mostly customized packages. So they will tell us what they want, what they need, and then we'll give them exactly what they want, or even better actually. Because we know that sometimes for designers it's frustrating to, not be able to find the fabrics that would perform and still look the way they want it to look. So that is why we want to give you the opportunities, and hopefully you will, use our fabrics and do something really great with your collection.
Well, Sirona is one of the fabrics that's over there. Sirona is a unique fabric because it's a high performance and renewably sourced. So it's also a green fabric. It's made with renewable resources in part instead of petrochemicals. So a lot of synthetics are made with petrochemicals. This one is made using agricultural products. So we replace those petrochemicals. So in addition to reducing dependency on oil and petrochemicals, it reduces CO2 emissions, which contribute to global warming, and uses less energy in the production of it. So what we say about Sirona is it's designed for performance and derived from nature. So good luck, everybody. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
They also had the opportunity to meet a whole bunch of industry leaders, so folks that have really been leading the outdoor industry for quite some time, which I think they all found pretty inspirational. From there, the students were then given a design brief.
I have to design a jacket for a girl named Becky who lives in Boston with her fiance, and she works out a lot, and she rides her bike to work. So basically, it's got to be something that she can wear out when she goes have drinks with her friends and is still, useful in the outdoor environment. So it's got to be multifunctional. It's got to be able to do just about everything she needs in a day's time. Stay warm, stay non-wet.
Commuter bicycle jacket, which I really didn't prepare for. I didn't think about bicycling at all when I was trying to think of ideas of what I could do. So I just kind of drew something that I thought had some elements of something that could be used on a bike, but also had some cool style lines.
The first day on my sketch was it was kind of nerve-wracking because you're like you have all these ideas in your head and you're like, okay, now let's actually bring them to life. How am I going to do that, or is it possible?
There was a lot of difficulties in that I wasn't really familiar with the cycling market, but I was familiar with the biking commuter. That's something you see quite a bit in New York City.
I was really excited about my design. I kind of expected the design brief to be something versatile day to evening.
The students had about, 2.5 hours to create these design boards. They shared them with the judges, and they got some really great feedback from the judges.
I might go to a throwback style and actually have a higher waisted drawcord that maybe even exposes itself a little bit, so there's some tails that come out. I like the ASEM pockets. I think that's cool. I think it's fresh. The materials you chose, that's good too, because I think it sews up pretty nice. And you can be forgiven because of the way it drapes.
That initial judging is good for everyone because, you know, it's really helpful, and they all have experience in the industry for a long time, so they know what works and what doesn't. So it was nice to hear from them.
We were definitely able to talk to them one-on-one, and they would really tell us, I really do like this color, but something's not right here. So whatever negative, there definitely was a positive. So, and they, again, the negatives work sometimes hard. Like they would be like, that does not look right. That looks really bad. It needs to be changed. I'm not feeling that. And you just have to take it as a grain of salt and move on.
I thought the boards, other than one, was very weak, which was kind of a bummer. I don't know if we didn't give them enough tools to make them, but I thought one of the presentations was excellent, and I thought one of the boards was excellent. I think they have great ideas. I think they have to learn how to execute them and sell them better from the get-go.
We talked about, what the judges really said and how to incorporate their feedback into their designs to improve their garments. So for the next, 2 days, I guess it was, they worked on their designs. They went into production. They did some more sketching. They created their patterns. They did some prototyping with some little details to really make sure they understood how to create some elements that were unfamiliar to them before they came to Project OR, before they were really introduced to the outdoor industry.
A little bit difficult right at the beginning because we were able to bring slopers to work from. However, the mannequin that we were given was so unhumanly proportional that the sloper was almost rendered useless.
Well, Christina's quite the entertaining character. And as my neighbor at the workstation, she definitely kept things interesting. So, aside from her humorous personality, we actually bounced a ton of ideas off of each other. She'd like to think that she had some help in my design, but I really didn't listen to her feedback.
It went good. After all the judging and stuff got done, that was good. Finally just got done roaming around all the market stuff and getting materials like zippers and pull tab clasps and stuff that have whistles on them and all that kind of stuff. So now that really just got back with muslin and cording, I can start working on my dress form and then start moving on to actual cutting out the fabric. Day 2 is when we're getting in the swing of things. We're all starting to really get our patterns together. Everything's slowly coming together. And that's the best feeling as a designer, is when you have your pieces and they all start to actually make something, because it feels like you're slowly accomplishing something.
It's been a long day, but pretty early, and finally starting on my muslin draping, so that feels good to actually have my hands in something. We were walking around, I got some zippers and some awesome little pull tabs, and it's been a fun day. So everything was going great for the first part of it until I draped the whole bodice part, and that all went together beautifully and it looked great. And then the hood and the sleeves, I made patterns for them, and they did not fit in there very well at all. So I spent this first half of the second day trying to get the hood into the collar, and that was frustrating.
We stayed late and got a lot of work done, so I'm feeling good about today. So I still just sew the top and the bottom together, but I had the pleats done. So I was feeling good about that, and came in Wednesday at 7, so just had 3 hours of sleep that night.
We left here around 2 o'clock in the morning, so came back here around 7. So we got a couple hours of sleep. But it's going pretty well. I have a lot of my lining together, so that was good. Now I'm just working on the outside.
I was the last one to leave and the first one back, but that was kind of my strategy, in that it's really hard to estimate how much time it's going to take you to sew a garment because you don't know the problems that you're going to run into, and it's something that you haven't created before.
So far, it's looking good. I almost have the outer shell of the jacket done, and all my lining pieces and facing pieces are cut out, so I'm ready to start just sewing and getting it all put together, and I think I have all the trims and finishings and notions that I need at this point, so hopefully I can just really sit here and sew the whole day.
Sure enough, by the time when everybody came in, they're like, "Oh, you're so far," and I was like, I surely plan on sleeping the second night. So it all actually did pay off. My goal was to get done by midnight the second night, and I actually finished at 12:30. And said my goodbyes and went home and slept for 6 hours, and it was amazing. The best 6 hour sleeps of my life.
And we'll probably be here all night. That's probably the only reason why we went home last night, is because we knew we'd be back here all night. I feel like I'm a little bit behind, but nothing that will be an issue. You know, everything is just a matter of cranking it out once you get the pieces done. Because some of my side pieces have to be really precise, and it's kind of a pain in the butt right now. So that second day came, woke up, went, sewed. I guess around 3:30 this morning was when I slowly started to I couldn't pay attention anymore to that fabric. I just wanted to throw it away. And that's when the fun began, I feel like. And we really had fun with each other.
Your brain starts playing tricks on you. But I mean, it's all fun too. You're delirious and you're just like laughing at your whole, because it's such a serious situation at the time when you have a deadline that you can't really do anything but laugh and just like, because you can't cry. It's not going to do anything. I've been there, done that. It doesn't do anything. So you're just like, whatever, like, bring it on.
So day 3 came today, and that, production-wise, again, as I said, was probably the most terrifying of them all, because you're just nervous that it's not going to be right, and then you start overanalyzing, because you're your own worst enemy when it comes to things that you make, So we're hoping to get all this done. I have this zipper and one other zipper on the side, and no more.
Okay, designers, 1 hour until scissors down.
I just have some finishing work to do, so should get it done on time. It was great. I actually finished at 12:30 last night, so 12 hours ahead of time. So absolutely thrilled about that. Still have to kind of look it over, make sure I don't have any loose threads hanging out. But other than that, I'm finished, and I'm so happy with it. I'm kind of sad I have to give it up at the end.
I cleaned up my little hole, picked all the pins up off the floor, kind of got packed up. Got it in 36 hours. It was great.
A couple major things left, semi-major. It's all together. All the pens are done. So.
10 minutes.
I had a couple more things that I would have liked to have done, but I was pretty much sewing up to the last second. I put a little piece of reflective tape like 2 seconds before he said scissors down. There's a couple more things I would have liked to have been able to do, but it's okay.
Until 11:50, no, up until 12 o'clock.
Teresa scared me a little bit. I talked to her a couple times and got a couple blank stares. And I think because she was just like really nervous about finishing this on time. But that made me really nervous because I kept looking at my watch and I was like, okay, we've only got a couple hours left. And there's a lot of missing elements here.
But like, I don't know, it just so happened like my last stitch was like right then and there. And I was like, here, take it, please. Get it out of my face.
All right, designers, scissors down. We are done with the design part of Project OR Cycle 5. Congratulations, woo! The students were working till the last second until scissors down at 12 o'clock noon. The 5 judges, who are all distinguished creatives and leaders in the outdoor industry, came by, and each design student had the opportunity to share their final design with the judges.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Doherty. I'm from Philadelphia University, and I'm really excited to show you my jacket that I've created for Becky. I used a princess-style jacket, and I added gussets in here in the front and the back for more movement, and the fabric has two-way stretch, so it's easier when you're riding your bike.
You obviously listen, because yesterday we were talking about, especially people in this hall, they geek out on the features and functions. In every piece and part, you knew all your fabrics, you knew what they were, you knew how they worked. You talked about trims. Super detailed piece. Hard to do in 2 days, but good job.
Great sewing, all the zippers worked,
lining in the pockets. Yeah, great job. And so all the python is reflective.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Great.
You can probably get a job with Pam now.
The name of my jacket is Athlete. This jacket moves, it works, and it plays with Becky. It was left unlined on purpose, just to keep it lightweight and breathable. It's also water repellent, and the fabric is crushable, so it fits many situations and multi-purpose. Whether she's working and it's crushed up in her office or in her bag, she can just pull it out, wipe it down, and it's good to go for dinner. She doesn't have to worry about fixing it or anything. So just overall, this jacket was made for Becky. It's mobile, it's perfect for bike riding, it's versatile, it's a classic style. She can work out in it, she can wear it out at night. So I know Becky's going to love this jacket.
I think it's really cool. It's a sophisticated silhouette, right? It's kind of like Lululemon meets RLX meets, it is a little more sophisticated in this haul, but I also think it's important that this haul keeps moving that way. I think you listen well. If that whole front was all ruffled, I think it'd be a tougher sale. But I'm a big fan. I like it.
I definitely like that you listened about the color as well, and adding just like even that accent of the gray was a good idea. And I think you softened actually the color, even that coral from a red. I also like that you thought about branding and you thought about even the hang tag and using that sustainable message. That was really good of you.
Thank you.
Okay, getting started. Becky. Again, I'll start with my name. Christina, University of Alabama, majoring in apparel design. Main reason I made this jacket the cut the way I did, I feel like it gives it sleek lines. It gives figure to the individual. And I know last time we met, we talked about length. And I wanted to keep the length because I know on some cruisers, they don't always have that piece of metal that goes over that back tire. And I don't know about you, but when you're going through water, it is the biggest pain when you go over a puddle of water and it goes vroom, right up your backside. And so unless you're on a trail, you don't want the mud.
I do like your shape. I like this kind of minimalism that you've chosen. And I actually think that even though you added the ruching, it still fits within the minimalism of the front. And so it does feel like the same garment. I thought it's a nice shape that you have.
Thanks.
I like the fact that you kept a longer cut, especially for like a cycler. I would have preferred if there's 2 hand pockets versus just one for versatility.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Virginia Gibbons from Washington State University, and this is my final piece from beginning to end. I think it's a unique piece because of the style lines, the asymmetrical aspects, my large pockets, and she can put energy bars or anything she needs in there when she goes to work.
The pockets are interesting. I mean, if it really came from cycling, it kind of looks like a feed bag, which high-end cyclists use when they're racing. It's a big pouch, and they've got their water bottle and everything in it, so there is a draw there. The wrist construction, where you have the draw cord, is a little concerned about the hookup on that kind of thing if you're riding a bike a lot.
I think everything really looked good for me except the pockets. I think it's a little bit unbalanced. I'm not sure at retail that it wouldn't have that form-fitting look that a lot of women look for. So, but other than that, it's good. How many years have you been sewing?
This is really only my second year, sewing a lot, so just 2.
Thank you.
The final judging was terrifying. It was even worse than the first judging. I don't know why. I totally freaked out, forgot what I was going to say. The hand fell off my mannequin. It was just bad. I don't even remember what I said, turning my mannequin around. This part, and just not good.
I'm here today to present my jacket for Becky. The overall concept and idea for this jacket was really high fashion meets the technology world. I found this wonderful fabric from Scholler. It has a lot of really great properties in it. One, it's a water resistant. It is also wind resistant and has heat retention properties. It's a 4-way stretch, so she does get some movement in her body as well. So it was really a meeting of functionality and beauty. Because if you can create an emotional attachment with a woman, she's going to buy your product regardless of price. And it's been great that I've had a chance to talk with a lot of people that have been coming by the booth and getting that opportunity to explain it to them. And I've gotten some really great feedback. People seem very excited about the idea of bringing something very feminine and very couture into a world that doesn't necessarily see those elements so often. So that's what I'm bringing to the table here, and that's what I'm offering. And I hope that that continues and that somebody takes up on this idea and really drives forward with it.
The detail is a little over the top for this market. Now, maybe it's not Becky, it's her rich friend from New York.
Great. I love the sleekness of it. I personally really like that. The roses kill it for me.
Okay.
Just because that's just outdoors not that fluffy.
Like Pam, I really follow the couture and fashion as well, and it doesn't fit here, and I don't really necessarily. I think it would decrease from having it at Barney's even if you had that.
The rose detail.
Right, and so like a Montclair or someone like that who's doing that kind of thing, you know, is not going to have anything like that either.
My jacket was on the mannequin, and we were over there judging or whatever, the ceremony thingy that they had going on. I came back to find a pleasant little surprise of my zipper all the way like broken, pretty much. Like, what's the point getting mad? It's only gonna waste time that I could be fixing it, or it could be fixed already by the time I'm gonna waste crying over it. So you just learn, and plus too, other people, and if you're in, you know, the industry setting and people around, they want to see how you handle things under pressure, and if things go wrong all the time. You can't help that. It's just how you handle the situation. So even though it was really bad, it looked really bad because it was broken, like, couldn't really do anything but try to do my best selling it as what it was with the broken zipper.
Hello, I'm Teresa. This is my garment. It's for Becky, who's biking to work, and because she's going to work, I thought it should be kind of professional. So I kind of drew inspiration from a blazer type professional looking jacket. And also, it turns into a bag, just in case she doesn't want to bring her backpack, because she says she drives her bike or rides her bike to school and brings a backpack, and that'd be kind of silly walking to dinner with a backpack. So she can also turn this into a purse. So the zipper at the hem, it goes up 2 inches, so it kind of squares it off, so it's like a square bag. This flips down. There's little snaps here. 2 snaps, one on each side. Oh, one feature I forgot too is the key holder and the iPod holder. So when she's riding, she can flip through her songs and it's not going to fall or anything, and slip it back in. Sorry, side note. Then this just simply ties. Again, if this was closed, it'd look more like a bag. Like that, and then all the good stuff goes in here.
Treat that garment like it's the most important thing in the world when you hold it. Because if you don't show it like that, no one's going to believe it. Just show it, be so proud of it. Never fold it, crinkle it. It's everything to you.
So it becomes a bag, right? So if you're riding, where's all the stuff? Where are you keeping your stuff?
To make it
Like, well, like where are you, like if you have, like, where's the goods? Like your wallet, your makeup?
Well, she said she had a backpack, so I was doing like more for dinner. I was just going off of her kind of lifestyle, and more for dinner. If it would be kind of silly, a girl wouldn't really want to take a backpack into a restaurant or something like that. So.
Okay.
Once the students were done sharing their designs, the judges spent quite some time deliberating who they wanted to choose as a winner. And I think the reason why it took so long was because there were some amazing designs, 6 great designs that were all completely different.
The first one, I think, is commercially viable if a large brand takes it. It was not commercially viable if a new brand comes in and says, you know, this is what I have, right?
I think if I was a commuter that needed to have a versatile coat, the longer silhouette is very important.
What about? I was surprised at how much I liked it, to be honest. That gray one.
That one.
Yeah.
I like the sportiness of it. I also think the grays.
She's Christina, right? I mean, I would never carry my power bars or whatever you would eat in your, like big thing on your side. Her construction's okay.
Her construction's not that good.
No, it really. But
I
the
like how it weighs
the
the-
zipper is a nightmare, and I don't know. I don't think it's a winner. Yeah.
How about the one that turns into a bag?
Oh my god.
She should get credit for,
Most
I was impressed with what she did. I don't think it was.
No, but you'd have to like
then-
have an engineer with you to make it into a bag every time.
And Alan's question is so true. It's like, what do I need that bag for? Where was the rest of the stuff beforehand? Like,
Yeah.
this is not.
I like it inside out though.
What would you call that? Multi-piece? Oh, you mean first for FIT? Oh, I don't agree with that one.
I don't either, only because I live next to 6 cycling stores and I could not see it in their store.
I know. I kind of want to give something to this
I
cute lady.
I do too. These are our 3 choices. Basically, we all have said the same 3. Either Easy Rider, Fleet Lady, or Fit.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the award ceremony where we're going to be announcing the winner of Project OR Cycle 5.
Today was actually tougher than the other years in the past. The gals all did a great job. They followed the design brief within really very close to reason. And that's what we judge them on. So basically, it's did they follow the design brief? And a design brief, if you don't know, is what you get when you work for a company, and you have to follow that, and you have to make it. It's not about you. When it's about you, you start your own company, which is also really fun. But anyway, so it's about following the design brief. It's about the construction. Will it be sellable? Is it relative in our marketplace, which is, outdoor? Is it fashionable? Is it functional? And does it have performance? And is it cute, basically? Would you wear it is basically the bottom line. So with those points all said, we went through each and every one of them, and we did go back and forth. And there's a winner, and then there's a runner-up. So the winner this year is Shannon Smith. We loved your creativity. Your style was great. The construction was wonderful. The pleats, the attention to detail with the hang tag, the logo, following direction, constructive criticism to make the garment was excellent. So congratulations. Yeah, great job. And then our runner-up is Caitlin Doherty. Really great job. Incredible construction. The liner just super amazing. All the pockets and the details, and I love how you put the gussets on the shoulders for stretch on the back, and really great. Super. So, and all of you did a great job. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of you. Great.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good job, guys.
Cheers.
Here's to 5 o'clock this morning.
Here's to taking a nap now, huh?
I was a little bit surprised. I mean, I definitely didn't expect it. It didn't come easy. I put in a lot of hard work, a lot of long nights, and everyone did an excellent job on their jackets. They were all unique. They were all different, but they all followed the brief and what Becky wanted. I liked the pleats, and I liked how that was going to be flattering for the women, and I liked my branding. So I thought maybe those were things that maybe stood out a little bit differently.
I stayed very, very true to my original design, my original concept, in the end result. And something that they loved at the beginning and won the concept and presentation board didn't get first or runner-up at the end. So yeah, I definitely felt falsely led, and I don't really know why. As far as the outcome, I can be disappointed, but in the end, I'm not really disappointed because the offers that I've had have been so amazing, and really the feedback from industries. I actually was just out on the floor walking, and one of the designers from one of the sportswear lines had stopped me and was like, so you know what they said about like those roses and the leaves like being bad? He's like, that was total bullshit. They were awesome. Like, it was nice to have kind of a little feedback being like, everyone sees things differently. And just because they didn't like it doesn't mean that there isn't a market for it. It may just not be the right time for it. And then at the end, there was a company that does reflective trims and fabrics that come up to me. He's like, if you can make this jacket in our fabrics, I will pay you. Yeah, they said they take it around they do like at least 15 trade shows internationally. So they're gonna take it at all their trade shows and actually display my card up next to it. So not only is that gaining, exposure, here, but now I'm gaining international exposure and trying to make a name. That's so much bigger than winning or not winning. I mean, yeah, this is another line on the resume. You won Project OR, and Shannon did an amazing job, you know, so props to her, and congratulations. But I am really, really happy of how this had turned out. Like, I was a little bummed about not winning, but the outcome has been so much more than I would have ever expected, even if I won. So, I mean, this is exposure that money cannot buy and a title can't buy. So ultimately, I feel like I won, obviously.
I don't know, maybe I should have, you know, challenged myself more and actually really just took what they said, like, and really realized it's more about the jacket than the bag, because as you're being judged, nobody really knows it turns into a bag unless you're standing over them, like, telling them. So you want it to be, like, instant. It's this instant connection you have with the clothes. It's like a feeling. And you can't really get that if you don't know, you know.
Everybody that was in this program only wanted to see us succeed. And that was a really nice thing with Project OR.
So overall, you know, positive experience.
I didn't win. No, that's okay. I wasn't in a mindset to win. I just wanted to be here for the experience, and it was a great experience, so I consider myself lucky for being here.
I loved it. I loved it. After all, like, you just realize you just learned so much, and I met some amazing girls, and you just learned so much that you can better yourself on.
I mean, I loved it. This was an amazing opportunity. I didn't really know much about the outdoor industry, and to have a project like this that invites students in from different universities and gives them access to these amazing materials that we could never even think about touching, you know, if we had not ever been here. It's really cool that Outdoor Retailer is doing this and that they're giving us an opportunity.
There was a winner and a runner-up, but gosh, they were all winners in everyone's minds. I mean, I can't tell you how many designers and folks from outdoor companies were walking the space, talking to students, talking about internships, freelancing. Congratulations to all 6 designers, and we know that you will have successful careers ahead of you.